Welcome to Insider, the official podcast for the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Mike Browning. Our topic this month, Murfreesboro Parks and Rec, as we enjoy summer. And our guests are Nate Williams, the director of Murfreesboro Parks and Rec Department, and Vonchelle Stembridge, who is with the Bradley Academy Museum and Cultural Center, right?
Correct.
That's a long one.
Yes.
It's so good to have both of you here to talk about so many things going on, like Celebration Under the Stars, Juneteenth, Movie Under the Stars, Burl Beach, which is already open. So we're going to talk about a lot of those things. Let's begin with the big show, the Celebration Under the Stars, that you plan for every year. And it's changed a little bit because it used to be, at one location, and it changed a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Mike, thanks for having us on. We always like to come on, especially this time of year when there seems like there's something every week, every weekend. There's always something going on. But the 4th of July, Celebration Under the Stars, we're at our 3rd year actually having it off of Medical Center. We switched the first year that we did it there just so we didn't have any activities. We just shot fireworks, and it actually worked really well. So this is our 2nd year partnering with the Fountains on Medical Center, and we're looking forward to another great day. We have all of our activities out there. We'll start at 4 o'clock on Monday, July 4th, and have some music, some games, activities. Their splash pad will be open. And that'll go all the way up until 7 o'clock when we'll have a live band performance by the Pilots. And they're going to entertain us for a couple of hours leading up till 9 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll have the fireworks show, which we've added to this year. And it's awesome. It's a great show. We're fortunate to be able to put it on. And I think the great thing about that Medical Center Parkway area is that people don't have to necessarily come to our event to see the fireworks. They'll be able to see them from all over that area. It's a low-lying area in Murfreesboro, so people can really see it from miles around.
It's always a well-attended event, and people get excited about it. And it's not just because of the fireworks, but it's all the other activities prior to that. Logistically, are there things that people should know either about parking or what to do and what not to do?
We will have parking on site, and it's free parking, and people probably should have ample parking for people who want to come to the Fountains, area. So, like I said, it's going to be a great time. We're going to have food trucks. The restaurants at the Fountains will be open. There'll be shopping. Their soda bar will be open. We can get ice cream and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to a great day. The one thing that we do ask, a lot of the banks and other buildings around there, the property owners don't shut off their parking lots so people can enjoy the fireworks if they want to just come enjoy it from, their private area. So logistically, we just ask that everybody, treat those properties with respect, make sure we clean up after ourselves and just show, what we're really about here in Murfreesboro.
And as always, that's on July 4th.
Yeah, Monday, July 4th. We'll start at 4 o'clock. It'll be a nice day, and I think we're guaranteeing no rain, right, Vonchelle?
Correct.
Yeah.
And a weekend coming up of several activities is the Juneteenth Festivities coming up in June. Vonchelle, tell us all about the different activities that you're getting ready to celebrate.
Yes. So we're getting ready to kick off our 19th annual Juneteenth anniversary, so celebration of Freedom Day. We have 3 days. The first day is Thursday, June the 16th, from 5:30 until 7:30. It's our authors night. And so we have 8 local authors from Rutherford County, and we have Ms. Diane Brown, Carmen Maples, Margaret McKinley, Mary Watkins, Darrell Webb, and then we have actually some new faces, Jada Freeman, Ms. Sparkle, and Michael Dillard. And we will give out refreshments on that night. They'll be doing book signings, and they'll do a few readings of their work. So again, we have 8 authors on June the 16th from 5:30 until 7:30. And then on Friday, we have Kaleidoscope. And it is a networking mixer. So it's a networking mixer with organizations, businesses, and also authors and artists that will be coming in and just networking with each other. The community is welcome. We will have refreshments. We have a few sponsors that was going to contribute the food for that evening, and it's from 4 until 7. And you'll also be able to walk through the museum. We have a new exhibit. If anyone have not checked out the Bradley Holloway exhibit, we'll have that open on that night. And then also on Saturday is our big event. So it is our 19th annual festival, Freedom Day, and it'll begin at 10 a.m. and it'll end at 4. And we'll have music. We have 2 stages, and we can discuss further. So.
Well, it sounds like in the past, perhaps several years ago, this might have been a one-day event or an afternoon event, and it's really expanded.
Yes, it has expanded to a 3-day. This is our third year, doing 3 days. And so, again, it's a full weekend. So, again, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we encourage the community on Saturday to go out and celebrate Juneteenth with their family and their community as well. But for the Juneteenth Festival, it's usually only been right out front of Bradley Academy on Academy Street. This year, we're actually blocking off a few more streets. So we'll East Sevier Street and some of State Street and Spring Street.
Is that because you have more vendors and more activities involved this year?
Absolutely. We not only have one stage, we have our main stage and a second stage. And we have 8 food truck vendors and over 75 vendors that will be with us. We also have a Healthland area. We have quite a few sponsors from Matthew Walker to MMC and several others. So the Healthland area will be covered. We will have also multiple bands. So we have at least 5 bands that will be performing on that day. Performances, dance, lyrical. We have the Tennessee Titans cheerleaders that's going to come and do a special performance for us. And then we have the United States Mrs. LaShawn Dixon that's going to also come and do pictures and photo ops. So we've partnered with quite a few people this year to make this festival really grow and expand.
So the festival, the big festival, will be on Saturday, June 18th.
Yes.
The celebration of Juneteenth is always on June 19th. Why don't you explain to the people who are listening what Juneteenth is really all about and the fact that it is now a federal holiday?
Yes, it became a federal holiday on June 17th of 2021. President Joe Biden actually signed a National Independence Act for this day to recognize it as a federal holiday. And Texas was the last state to acknowledge and to end prohibit enslavement for that day. So the troops came in, federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas, and
News moved slower back then, so it took a while for it to arrive in Texas.
2 years slower from the Emancipation Proclamation, yes. So, and that's where June 19th became Juneteenth in 1865. So we tell the story. We have bingo cards. We have a lot of literature for the community to just learn about what is Juneteenth. So we try to discuss it in all ways. So for the young, for even our young at heart. So everyone will have some type of activity or literature for them to learn more about Juneteenth.
I think,
right.
Mike, if I can just add just a little bit, I think if people have questions about it leading up, or even after about Juneteenth, about what it meant, for our country as a whole, a good way to go get educated about that is stop by Bradley Academy Museum and Cultural Center. We're open Monday through Saturday for people to walk in and just learn and take a look around the facility.
Ask questions.
Yeah, ask questions and look at a very historically significant, facility for Murfreesboro perspective too.
Absolutely, and it is our 19th annual Juneteenth Festival, so we have a lot of individuals who has wanted to make sure that we started celebrating, acknowledging and bringing the community, making awareness to Juneteenth and what it is. So,
and it sounds like the community is really committed because it's expanding and growing, and you have, I think you said, like 8 different food vendors.
Absolutely.
All these different entertainers throughout the day.
Yes.
It begins at what time on that particular 18th?
Yes. So the festival begin at 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. and we do have 8 food trucks. We have Slick Pig, Slim and Huskies, Kona Ice, Snowy Ice, Holy Smokers, F&K Snacks, and the hot dog guy. So if I forgot anyone, we have quite a few. If you would just go on our Facebook page, you can see the list of which food trucks we will have out there.
The Bradley Museum Facebook page?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, that's two celebrations that we can really look forward to this summer. I don't know that Bradley has ever had it, but they probably have. Have you ever done Movie Under the Stars at Bradley Academy Museum?
We have not done it yet. Not yet. We're not on. Possibly it's in the works.
Yeah,
it's in the works.
that's something good. I know that back in January, though, you had a couple of filmings that were actually at Patterson.
Yes.
That were tied to Bradley. And Movie Under the Stars is a tradition that's been going on for a long time, too, right, Nate?
Yeah, Movies Under the Stars is really, if you look back in history, really the start of the Parks and Recreation Department in Murfreesboro. That was really the first organized program that started a long, long time ago, and it's a tradition that we don't plan to stop ever. It's one of the most popular things that we do throughout the summer. We've changed it up a little bit, but it's something that we do all of June and July, and we have it Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at dark.
That's
So-
a big commitment. So
It
there's
is.
a lot of activity just getting it ready.
Yeah, and we're changing things up just a little bit this year in that we're going to have food trucks there where people can enjoy, having supper at the location and enjoy some time with family at another free event. And it's just, like you said, it's a big take on to do something like this, but just amazing staff all the way across the board who really pride themselves on bringing these types of activities and programs for the community, the visitors to Murfreesboro and the residents of Murfreesboro.
What are some of the locations?
Yeah, so Monday night we're at Barfield, Thursday night we're at Siegel, Friday night we're at Patterson Park Community Center, and then Saturday night we're at the Fountains.
So that gives people throughout the community an opportunity to take advantage of that.
Yes, and each one of those are popular in their own way, so we're excited to bring it back. I think if anybody has any questions about that, they can, like Vonchelle said, check out any of our Facebook pages, Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation's Facebook page, or go to murfreesboroparks.com, and that'll have all the information you want.
Which
to know.
includes a list of the films that will
Absolutely,
be shown.
yeah.
I don't expect you to remember all of them, but give us an idea of the kind of movies that are shown.
Yeah, so every single movie that we show is very family friendly. They've been vetted through. We go through a distribution company to get them, and we're also excited this year. Something new that we're going to do is to make them more accessible for everybody to be able to enjoy. We're going to have the captions on for all the movies, so people who might be challenged in the area of hearing are going to be able to enjoy them a little bit more uniquely this year.
The last thing I wanted to address was Burl Beach, because that's already opened up. It opens up every year around Memorial Weekend. Anything that we should talk about that so that people know when and how to take advantage of it?
Yeah, we're open 7 days a week. We go all the way through Labor Day, and we'll have some times after that, just as availability permits, that might have condensed hours. But we're wide open right now. If you go out there, you'll see hundreds and hundreds of people enjoying the pool. This has been, just for various reasons, the first year that we were able to open the Saturday before Memorial Day. So it was really popular. I think we had, standing room only waiting to get in, and it's one of those things that I think people look forward to. My wife and kids have already been out there twice to enjoy the pool. So yeah, it's open and ready to go. We're open Saturdays and Sundays as well. Saturdays we open at 10, and then Sundays we open at 1 p.m.
A popular location. And you have a special affinity to Burl Beach because you started your career with the city as a lifeguard, right?
Yeah, I started as a lifeguard at Sportscom a long time ago, before it was Burl Beach, just a big rectangle pool. And at 16 years old, and we've seen a lot of change, and I spent a lot of time working with the pools and on the pools, and everything I go back to when we start talking about it, I can't say enough about the staff that make it happen. We have the absolute best, most dedicated group of people that I enjoy working with every day to be able to do things like bring the pool 7 days a week, and even with the being short-staffed, they're working over to make sure we can still keep the hours open. Events like Juneteenth that we talked about, Vonchelle's put a ton of work into that, and it's going to be something that we're really proud to bring to the community. And I could just run down the list, and we're just thankful for the resources that we have to be able to put these events on, and the staff that we get to work with on a daily basis that pride themselves on the quality and then the accessibility of these programs and events.
Well, Nate and Vonchelle, thanks a lot for joining us and sharing with these great activities that are coming up this summer.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Mike.
You bet. So Nate Williams and Vonchelle Stembridge have been our guest here for The Insider. this particular month. We've been speaking with Nate Williams, Director of Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation, and Vonchelle Stembridge with Bradley Museum. The podcast has originated from City Hall. Thanks for listening via Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Music Audible. You can also watch right here on YouTube. Our producer is Michael Nevels. For more information about the fast-growing city of Murfreesboro, visit www.murfreesborotn.gov. You've been listening to The Insider, the official podcast for the city of Murfreesboro. Until next time, I'm Mike Browning, and thanks a lot for joining us.